Welcome to the finale of the PAEP Marvel Season 2.
Is it really
It's going to be a
finale?
large race with a lot of people in VC. Say hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
Snake gets muted because he's dumb.
Look at them balls rolling.
Anyways, it's Martinez. That's going to lead it.
That's enough.
That's enough. Anyways, it's going to be a fight between Bob and Sebastian USA. I think Quaky as well. 2
And
points behind
Quaky,
them.
yeah, there's going to be a lot of marbles still alive in both the individual and team races, so whoever wins this might have a good shot of winning the whole thing.
Yeah, Bob there's up in a 3rd place here. Iccy there as well. Something to compete for with farther back. Actually, a lot farther back. Never mind. With Quaky, Putina as well has something to race for there near the back. Putina at the back, actually. Fighting clever here, but it's going to be our leader in the championship here, Sebastian USA. Where is he?
He's currently at the back.
18th.
Oh, he is at the
Not
back.
looking good.
18th here. Bad news for
And bad news more for everyone else is that Bob is in 3rd and Andy's in 5th. The perennial leaders have not moved out of 1st place since race 3. Now see themselves in a good spot to stay that way. It's
But
going to take...
You can't see here. Webster already
Bob and
distancing
Andy.
himself
Bob and Andy, they're
considerably
2nd
from the
and
rest of
3rd
the pack.
here.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it might be and it's going to come down to one of the chase teams being able to do a lot of damage at them, and Bob and Andy are going to need to somehow, some way, drop down lower to eliminate them team-wise and individually. Otherwise, they might just run away with the whole thing.
Yeah, here comes Bob here, trying to catch up to Webster on lap 2 here, coming near the only portal on the track. Webster, they're moving to defend the inside. Bob a bit on the outside, trying to get some better speed here, now looking for that inside. He's too far back. Look at Andy, come on, Bob! It's not gonna happen here.
Okay.
Andy, their beautiful move, Dusty is what's trying to
Oh, but
get
not
through.
Dusty.
And Dusty goes
gonna
for a
take
2-for-1
second.
combo meal.
There is
Fail there,
fail
gets slowed
trying
down
to
there.
American Patriots in this
I
discussion.
see.
Bob there falls down to P8. Jolly here is also implicated in a title fight, but needs to move up a good 6 points on Bob here.
Bob is 9th now.
Bob
but
dropping down will help all the individual competitors,
oh my
specifically.
God.
It looks like Jolly
Dusty's in
stands to
3rd.
benefit
Yeah,
the most.
Dusty is
Really,
taking the lead here.
we're gonna see how things go. Nobody ahead of Bob right now is in serious contention to win individually, besides Andy, of course.
Actually, Jolly has
Bob.
gone past Bob here. Bob is sliding backwards. He's on a P10 here. Now Blackfin trying to hunt him down. There, Bob is finishing,
Yes.
but Blackfin is going to get a better bounce, and
Yep.
he's up into
Okay.
P10. Here comes
Something-
Baby J.
Here comes baby. Something I will note is that Sebastian USA being in 19th is going to
And
He's very
actually,
damaging to
Quacky
him.
has got him past Bob here. He is exactly 1 point behind him, so right now they would be tied for that individual crown here.
I know he actually would be ahead, and I want to but
Yeah,
it
Dustin's
seems
up
like
past Bob.
team-wise Andy's performance might do it still. I think Andy would probably win with the current standings, but it would be close. Do want to say though, with Sebastian USA in 19th, it's not looking good for American Patriots. He's going to need to make up a lot of ground. I think he was 14 seconds back at the lap marker. He's going to need to do a lot of work here.
Yeah, a
So
lot of work
Cal.
here. You can see that gap here. Even worse is going to be Putina. And then Cat here, which is miles behind everyone.
hmm
Not good news for him, but it's Dusty in the lead with the fastest lap here.
First and last. Oh my god.
Your funny Menko, well spread out on the board.
Yeah, Jolly here is up into P4, hunting down, I think that is Jonag actually fell to P5 here.
Yeah, we'll see. I think as things stand, Jolly would win individually. And I'm going to be saying that a lot, looking at these implications throughout the race right now. Los Hermanos, they're kind of on the fringes of contention. They're not looking too good. Blackstone and Clever, senior staff are technically still alive. Probably not going to do it with these results. That just leaves executive overseers Jolly Martinez still in competition. And of course, the top 3 American Patriots, deceased, and Makov Terrace still fighting.
And so you will probably notice that at this point no one has fallen off, which is uncharacteristic compared to the last race. So
Yeah, this
it's gonna
fact
come
that
down to
we're
pure
going to
racing
see,
skill.
it's going to be like race 2, we're going to have a maximum of really 1 or 2 falling offs. If that, it's going to take a freak event here. It is why this was chosen for the season finale here. It's just a test all about speed here. If you're slow, you're going to be at the back no matter what. Here comes Justin, 2-for-1 there.
Big move by Baby J. Chiefs fans have gotten much too little, much too late. Still maybe trying to make something of these last few races here.
Yeah, but Dusty here is in the lead. Webster hunting him down. It's a big gap there to Andy here, doing what he needs here to score, to pull under the rug from the 6 people in front of him here in the championship. trying to pull
And I
pull
think
the rug under him.
really important is that Andy's performance right now would definitely be enough to move the deceased into winning the championship, especially with Putina all the way down in 18th. So unless Andy falls off, the deceased are well on their way to a team victory.
Yeah, here Bob goes. But in the individual here, it's gonna be Quacky Bob here. Bob slides past Quacky, and I think he went out like 4 spots in a couple corners here. But Justin here is gonna make a move on Bob there, and actually on Jeb as well. But here we go, a lot of things. Bob is completely neutral. As you can see, there 3 marbles get past him. Wow, here.
That's the back of the conga line.
And Iccy here with
There's
better
Iccy
speed.
and
Mossman
Clever.
there gets screwed. Iccy tried on the outside.
Martinez was slow. Wait, check on Martinez for a second. He may have stopped completely.
Oh yeah, he's falling rapidly.
But he is still
something
going.
happened there.
Putina
That's gonna
trying to go
put it-
forward here. But it's just a large gap to Sebastian USA and Kale here. They had a 1-2 last race. Now 17 and 18 here. You're going to try and pass Logan. Sebastian to try and go through the middle. Not going to get past Logan with that one, but Kale gets slowed down there significantly here. It's Jeb. They can see that Jolly
Jeb
is
is
also
spinning,
nearly
so
out of
is
step, though.
Jolly, and yeah, that's
Jeb
kind of
is
notable.
slowly
And
rolling
Andy is
here.
dropped. Where is Andy? What happened to Andy? Did he fall off? He's down to 13th.
No, it looks like he just had a
Oh,
slow
he
pack.
just
I think
got
something
slowed
similar
down
to what happened to
rapidly.
Jeb there.
And okay, and all of a
Wow,
sudden, Los Hermanos 5-8, and it's now a huge shakeup. Don't really know what happened there, but we have a lot of potential individually and team-wise for some movement.
Wow.
See what can happen here. I can't really calculate as things stand, but I can say that right now, if these results hold, and they are tenuous, we would see the deceased getting about, what is that, 20 points, which would leave the door open just a crack for some teams to pass them.
Yeah, here Los Hermanos is actually pretty far back now. They're no longer the main rivals here of the deceased here, but now Webster in the lead. He's got it past us. You can see it here. And I think
No,
it's
But Los Hermanos are right now
no.
the only team that could actually, I mean, with their performance, have a chance, but it's still not looking great. Bob is still in 7th. He's sitting comfortably. Clover has actually moved up to 9th. Blackturn in 3rd.
yeah,
Do
here
we
Quacky,
still-
you're
do we
losing
see
a
Jeb
lot of
going
spots
again?
there. Blocking off Andy, though.
It's important.
But
Is Jeb
Andy's
going?
there.
Everybody-
Battery speed on the outside. Quacky defends the inside. Actually gets a spot there, but promptly loses 2 on the next corner.
Yeah, it's going to be important for everybody to keep Andy as far back as possible, especially with Bob sitting pretty in 6th. 7th, rather.
Yeah, but Andy here is another move there. Mossman as well, making strides. Actually, Andy, they're full stop. They're Quacky having a bad bounce.
Oh.
So does Jolly, though, so it's not going to hurt him that much. But here, I think without any of the bumping or sliding, he might have better speed here. You can see it here. He's going to try and take advantage of this. Mossman blocks him, though.
And here comes the half pipe. It's a chaotic bunch.
Yeah.
There's a really thick pack between 3rd and it looks like maybe all the way down to 15th.
Yeah, here,
No,
Quacky,
so
Andy there,
Putina
just,
is
if he's
still
not
a
going to
little
win,
bit
he's going to
further
try and help his teammate win. He's trying to hold up Quacky here. Quacky's going to get a good
Mhm.
bounce there, and Jonak flies past as we're halfway through this finale.
Very concentrated from about 5th to 11th here.
Yeah, you can see there,
Yeah.
Iccy trying to get past Bob. Andy there, Mossman.
Mossman making a big push.
Mossman there.
Just look at this.
And Jeb here is large.
He is
man,
Plugging
behind here.
along.
Yeah, he's pretty
But
far
it's Webster
back.
in the lead there. Blackton Dusty has fallen to 4th. Baby J moves to 5th. Andy, Bob, Iccy here. Quacky's trying to do something. He's fallen significantly behind here to 15th. With even Cat in front of him now, and looks like he's starting to lose some pace here.
Yeah, we'll see. Pyro in 3rd could mean something, but unless the deceased are going to drop down into the bottom half of the leaderboard, it wouldn't be enough.
And Icey though, in 13th now.
Yeah, I see now dropping. Sure, that pack is
well,
the
that's
pack
not
is
bad,
dense,
but-
so it's hard to really make a comment on how everything looks. But it's going to be tough. You got to make some distance. And you got to hope that Andy and Bob find themselves falling into some misfortune.
Yeah, here.
Yeah.
Andy trying to make a move on Jolly. Jolly going further to the inside there to stop him. Clever here trying to make a move here. And Andy does a nice... taking advantage there of Jolly's bounce. But Jolly comes right back at him. Putina as well trying to go forward there. Clever blocks him up. Putina going to try again now, this time on the inside of this corner. Also not going to happen.
Putina has closed some distance.
And here we
with
go. It's going to be a
Macapteris-
2-on-1. Oh, look at this. So many marbles there. We're slowed down. I think Blackton and
Oh.
Dusky there.
I don't even know how Cat is caught up, but at this point, it's really important because now with Putina entering a higher position, there might be an outside chance for Macapteris to take this thing.
Yeah.
But it's going to depend on Quacky finally being able to
Like, and
pass
look at
Andy.
Putina again, 2-for-1 deal.
Putina passing, and now Mock of Terrace move.
Oh no, let's get back.
We'll see, but Mock of Terrace, I think as things stand, would win. It's going to be very tense, though, with Putina re-entering the conversation.
Yeah, because Quacky's got him
Bob
past
11th,
Andy
in
here.
15th.
Oh!
I think
Jolly!
Jolly is solid.
Jolly is
Oh, wow.
fallen.
And Bob
that
there
will
got
be-
stuck. Bob there got stuck. He was knocked backwards.
Oh, and Bob
Tragedy.
falling all the
Oh,
way
no.
down, and now individually, team-wise, the door is open. Putina and Quaky
Disaster
firmly
here.
in the lead.
He's trying to roll forwards again. Can he get on the half pipe? It's a little bit of an lurch upwards into to enter it, and then
Oh,
it's
he
like,
can't
Can't make it. And just insane for the
Yeah.
deceased. Now finding
Yeah.
themselves in a horrible position.
yeah, and he's just put himself on the racing line just to try and get unstuck here. But at the moment, he's sitting in the wooden spoon here. Andy in 12th at the moment. Putina and Quacky in 14th. They are tied, so it looks like it could be Mock of Terrace taking the whole thing here.
It might be, yeah, and it's going to be tough for because American Patriots Executive Overseer is really out of the running here. The deceased are the only team that can catch them, as well as Los Hermanos. But
And
it's
like here.
even still, Putina and Quacky with middling results, this would be more than enough to take it right now. It would probably take Los Hermanos coming 1-2, and both the deceased and Mock of Terrace dropping down to the lower half of the leaderboard, and that just
Yeah.
does not look all too likely right now.
Now for Sebastian USA here is a good 2 spots there behind Quacky here. He's gonna need to go a bit faster. Look, and they're going slow. I think
But
Bob
we'll
was
note the
is
individual
going back again.
championship.
Pyro
I think this
freedom.
individual championship would actually favor Putina right now, just by virtue of everyone else failing. Maybe.
Yeah,
but it's not
Putina-
looking great.
But here
Putina taking a
here.
very slow
Martinez
route.
Can
Tries.
anybody else even win it right now? Not really. I don't think anybody else has a chance to win individually right now below Putina.
Yeah, and here Putina they're fighting Martinez.
I think-
Martinez fails there. Martinez gonna try again, but Putina has a faster straight line speed, so that's not gonna cut it.
Mm-hmm. I see an 8th. It looks like Mock of Terrace still holding on, still pushing.
Pyro's lap Bob.
Yeah,
Pyro
and
is
Bob
not-
here
yeah,
is now
into
trying to be a
first, so-
nuisance.
There is actually a chance that Pyro wins individually. He has passed Sebastian USA. He has passed Bob. He is currently ahead of Quacky and Jolly, and maybe even Putina as well. Yeah, it might be Pyro actually coming into first individually. It's going to depend on how well Putina can do, though.
Yeah, Putina's in P7 right now, not really having anybody behind except Iccy. And then there, I think
So we see the
he's
pack
slow
is
there.
spread
Andy
out
moves up
certainly,
2
so-
here. Andy's gonna try and make a charge here, but he is 1
Yeah,
point
might
behind
be-
Putina at the moment.
Might be too little too late for the deceased, though. Mock of Terrace just hanging on to about 22 points here, and that is plenty unless they drop down a little bit and Los Hermanos come 1-2.
You can see
Which
here
I just don't
Jonah
see
is
happening at this point.
P7 there.
I don't
Iccy
know.
trying to move through there. Jonah gets back past and actually slows Putina down a bit. And actually gets slowed down a lot. There comes Iccy. There goes Andy.
Oh, wow.
And now it's gonna be because Andy is 1 point behind Putina at the moment. Andy has won 1 race, so has Putina, but
Dusty
Putina is
taking
now
a big-
taking a.
As things stand,
Putina.
it would be
Oh,
Pyro
Putina, they're
winning.
going slow, losing
Just slow
so
down.
many
Oh,
positions.
Putina got passed by a lot. Okay, hold on now.
Oh, wow.
We might actually see Los Hermanos with a chance here. It is going to come down to the wire, though. Icey needs to make up some ground to Martinez, Jonag, Justin, and Webster.
Yeah, I see here trying to
right
make up some
now,
ground
really
now. There's
close
Martinez.
Most
There we go.
Martinez,
Beautiful
Webster
move.
passes
There we
Pyro.
go.
There's Icey making a move. This is going to be tense, both at the team and individual level.
Yeah. And right now, Webster is
Icey taking a
retaking
slow
that
turn.
lead here. Pyro here trying to press for that victory
As
here.
things stand, Pyro and Andy would be tied for first individually.
Oof.
Wow.
Andy here trying to go for. Oh, he lost that great opportunity here.
He might make
Introduced
the
it
move
forward
here.
by
His
Mossman
Moss
here.
Man
Mossman
continuing
as well. And Icey will slip into.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful move from Andy there.
Never mind.
into 7th. It's
Pyro
gonna be
here
kind
trying to
of tough.
charge.
Andy
Pyro's
now
trying to charge
making
to
his
Webster
case
here, but
for
Webster
first
is doing all
individually.
he can.
As
here.
things stand, Andy would win individually.
Martinez is running away. Icey falling a bit behind here. Some
Gotta get some
critical
good speed
corner
here.
laps here as well.
Icey's performance is going to matter so much for how things shake out here.
Yeah, and Andy here is trying to move forward again just to nip that in the bud here. But I think on a tie break, it should be Andy. Yep, it will be Andy on a tie break with Pyro. And actually, I think Pyro has taken the lead here. He has.
Mm-hmm.
But Andy has gotten
Why
past
would Andy win that
Martinez.
tiebreak though?
Because Andy has a victory and Pyro does not.
Assuming Pyro wins though with that.
Yeah, assuming Pyro wins
Yeah.
today.
We're gonna have to see though. It's going to be a very tense and
Yeah,
actually
I think
this might be enough for the
Andy still
deceased
wins
to win
tiebreak.
as a team. Oh my god, these
I
results
see
are
they're
just
losing
insane.
spots.
Not what Los Hermanos want to see right now.
Yeah,
So
Iccy
he's
needs
going to
to
have to
get
pick
into
up
the
the
top.
pace.
Iccy needs to get into the top 5 at the bare minimum, and they need Andy to drop out as well. Andy might be cruising to an individual
Here
victory.
comes Martinez with much faster pace, so it gets blocked off, but he still is going within the range here to try and move forward. Gets slowed down
the
significantly
slower.
there.
Icy has dropped all the way down. What
Oh
happened?
no, has he fallen? Or has he?
No, I think he just went
slowed
slow
down,
there.
But that's probably
Very
gonna
slow.
put an end to the chances for a team victory for Los Hermanos. And I honestly have no idea who's gonna win this thing.
Yeah, there's only 1.5 laps remaining here. Andy, I think, has lost any opportunity to move anywhere forward here, so it's just going to be his race to lose.
If
Mar-
Andy he needs to stay 5th. If Pyro gets first place,
Martinez
Andy needs
there,
a 5th
nice
to win,
move.
and he gets past. That would be huge now. If things hold, Pyro would win individually.
Yeah, Andy has to get him back. The last lap here of Season 2 has begun here. And it's Pyro still in the lead here. Webster actually has got him past Pyro.
And now Andy would win.
Now Andy would win here, but Dusky is coming for Andy as we speak as well. So
Doesn't
much
even
going
matter,
on.
Pyro needs to win here to get that count back in his favor. Not looking too
I
good.
don't
Icy
think he'll
jumps down
count
to
back in his
15th.
favor
Closer.
regardless. Oh, Webster stopped!
Oh, Webster has gotten. Oh, and Justin will pass him as well.
Justin is now into 2nd. How did that even happen?
Jonag as well. Webster falls out of the podium positions here. But Andy has got him close enough to Martinez to maybe attempt a move here. Things are getting
Let's see
desperate
how
for him.
things go. This might honestly depend. This might actually determine the championship as well, the team championship. Where
Martinez
Justin
going a
is
bit
first
slow here. Andy has cut the
Justin has
gap.
moved into first. Justin has moved into first now. As things
Justin has
stand,
moved into
Andy
first
would
place.
win.
And
again,
Pyro loses
Jonak
another
versus
spot
Pyro.
at the
It
end.
might be
It's
over
all
for
collect.
Pyro.
You take
But
fun back.
Jonak, can he get to Justin?
Can he get to? It's a final couple of corners. He's gonna come around. Baby J wins. Pyro
Justin
takes
a checker spot.
second.
Where will Andy finish?
He's trying to catch on Martinez, but it's gonna be
It doesn't
Andy
matter.
regardless
Andy
to
will
win.
win individually, but now we see
Actually,
who will
Quaky and
win.
P9 might have just sealed the deal for him though. Sebastian
might do it,
USA takes 12th.
Quaky and P9, that might actually
Yeah, that
do it
might
for
be
him
for
as well. I
him.
haven't even considered how he's been
Yeah.
doing, but we're going to be in
P9.
for one hell of a
Sebastian
results
P12,
calculation,
that might
and
secure it.
Justin out of nowhere,
Yeah,
screwing
at
things
the
up for
end.
everybody.
And at the end there.
Now he stops.
He got freed by Martinez there. Finally, a good result for Chiefs fan at the very last race of the season.
No, I'm going to put in the results. Don't spoil anything.
Okay.
I know it will be a jolly finish. Dead last.
Dead last for Jolly.
Wow, wow, wow.
I think Chiefs fans might have pulled themselves out of last here, though that's really unimportant. It's the tension is palpable.
Yeah.
As we enter the very last results. And oh boy, did it come down to it.
Yeah.
As I will read off the standings. First off with the individual. Came down to the end. Mossman, he is well back. He only finished with 61 points. He last place. Justin, even after getting first, still in 19th, 87 points. Blacktrin, even after a strong first 2 races, he is now 18th, 97 points. And Dusky, 17th with 98. Jonag barely cracked 100 after his 3rd place performance. He is in 16th place. Webster, after 4 straight really good races, has moved himself up to 15th with 101, tied with Kale, who had a chance at the individual crown after race 6, but that's pretty much gone away now, in 14th place. Iccy, 13th. He also had a shot at the individual crown. It is gone as well. He is at 102 points. Cat, 12th, 105. 3-way tie for 9th with Jolly, Logan, and Jeb all at 107. And now the real contenders, Putina, 110 points in 8th place, will not finish first. Martinez with 113 points in 7th. Bob, he was the prime contender after race 6, and even after taking a hit was still there. It's his for the taking, and he has ultimately lost the individual crown. It instead will go not to Clever either. Bob at 114, Clever at 115 in 5th. Andy now. Neither of the deceased members winning the individual crown. What does that say about the team performance? Just gonna have to wait and see as we look at Andy tied with Pyro for 3rd at 120 points. And now here we go with how everything shook
I need a
out
crown.
between Quaky and Sebastian USA. One of them at 123 points, the other had 122. And your individual winner of PAEP Marbles Season 2 is Quaky with 123 points, edges out Sebastian USA, as well as Pyro and Andy for that title. Congratulations, Quaky. And
Well,
now,
what do you know? The person who conducts the race
it's
wins.
not rigged. It's not rigged.
Not
And now we head... I think I may have input the results wrong, actually.
Yeah, you get part of the victory. He did not win.
Whoops.
Whoops.
Shambles.
Campbell.
Yeah. Pyro will finish in 4th with 119.
Yeah. And
now-
Justin gets an extra point that does absolutely nothing. But
Mm-hmm.
gets his
Yeah,
best
we will-
result of the season, obviously.
And now the team results, which I had absolutely no idea what would happen. And it sure turned out like that. Irel Terrace dead last. Just 8 points here, elated goose egg almost, and 168 points last. Chiefs fans have had 30 and 37 points in back-to-back races. They have somehow made something happen, and that's still only good enough for 9th with 188 points. Breaking 200 were Funny Men Co. They had an okay performance this time around, 203 points total. Quiet Kids, middling performances all season long, and that continued here. 207 points, senior staff with 212. Nothing really to say about them. And now each of these next 5 teams had over 220 points and were within, at the most, 15 points of the title. Executive Overseers, they had their chance to take it with a good performance from Martinez and Jolly. Jolly did not pull through, and thus they finished at 220 points. Los Hermanos, Pyro finished 2nd, Iccy 15th. You have to think if Iccy can stay towards the top, they might have had a chance towards the end of that race. Instead, they will have to resign themselves to 221 points and 4th place. American Patriots, they had a perfect race last time around. No luck this time. 16 points, 223, and like the individual competition, it came down to just 1 point for first between the deceased and Makov Terrace. The deceased have not left first in 7 races to this point, and Makov Terrace just entered a tie with them last week. Both of these teams had kind of mediocre performances this race, but both have found themselves in contention, and the winner by 1 single point in race 10 and 1 single point across the entire season of racing is the deceased. Andy and Bob coming away with the victory at the end of things by just 1 point, and a streak of good fortune, you could say, as Makov Terrace, their 30-plus point streak comes to an end, and nobody that was really in contention with them got anything higher than 16 points. The deceased will be your champions of Season 2.
3 almost slipped through their fingers at the end. They managed to clean it up, though. Andy there deserves all the credit for this race. Bob, as well, choosing to lose a lap like 2 seconds after Jolly crashed as well has to be commendable. If even Bob slowed down maybe 4 seconds before, he would have been wooden spoon, and it would have been down to a tie break, which they would have lost. So, talking about Bob here, last 4 races for him have been horrific. 20th, 16th, 13th, and 19th. So, what looked like to be a handed title victory has slipped through his fingers, and he's now in 6th place. Finishes in 6th place. It's been quite the ride these last few 10 races. Anything else you want to say, Pyro, before we end this?
I mean, it's an incredible season that came down to it, and though I think it's a little disappointing that the team that built up a 36-point lead after race 7 ended up coming out with the victory. I think we would have liked to see a little more chaos. I'm glad that things narrowed up by the end of this one, and just entertaining all the way through.
Yeah, especially race 10, especially this race. This race is action-packed. The championship and all of is here. Just see this beautiful location that we have chosen for this final race. And yeah, that is it for season 2, everybody.